So basically we go from what's up with Seokjin to now what's up with Jungkook. Annyeong Army! Welcome to Smeralda Stories, where we dive into the theories and the story of the BTS universe. My name is Megan, and this is a special episode where we break down the BTS Universe Story game trailer. So the official YouTube channel of the BTS Universe Game released a trailer yesterday, and then they re-released it today with dates attached to the trailer. So I am very excited, and I had my rant yesterday, but I thought it would be a lot of fun to go through and just do a quick breakdown because a lot of the groups that I am in are just kind of like, what? But fun fact, the trailer is actually just a basic rehash of the Notes 2. So if you don't want to be spoiled for the Notes 2 and you're still waiting for your book to arrive, I do not recommend watching this video because it will be full of spoilers. But if you want to stick around, we're going to get into it. Got my headphones, got my tea, and I got my emotional support Pride and Prejudice pillow, because if Elizabeth Bennet can have her happy ending, why can't 7 Korean boys? Also, please excuse my glasses. I know that there's going to be a bit of a glare sometimes, but I am trying to avoid eye strain after staring at my computer all day, every day. So please excuse it. All right, let's get started. Seeing Seokjin smile is wonderful. All right, so September 30th, year 22. This moment is displayed twice. This one is displayed in the Notes 1 through a dream that Taehyung has at the very last note included in this book, and it is also the very first note included in book 2, and it basically just talks about Seokjin going to the train car development, or the train car area, and seeing all of this chaos happening and trying to save Namjoon and being unable to save him. So this is just before when he is in his father's study and he notices that there are papers talking about the redevelopment and what's happening, and he knows that he needs to somehow stop it. And he's trying to talk to Namjoon, and Namjoon is like, no. So over the course of the book, the second book, he kind of becomes close with a boy who also lives in the train car area with his family. So he kind of takes care of him, and he goes in here to save the boy. And then this, in the very, very first note, is ultimately what leads to his Namjoon's death, because he was saving the boy. So this is important because he sees that Namjoon's name is highlighted, and because this is his dad's papers and his dad is, you know, a part of this redevelopment thing, that his dad actually remembers that Namjoon was friends with Seokjin, and that's why his name was highlighted. It's not really confirmed, but that's kind of what was insinuated. Notice how emotionless he's here. This is important, and I'll get into that later. And that transition was sublime. May 22nd, year 22. That was when they all go to the beach together. So they go to the beach together. In the first book, Taehyung is like, hey, Seokjin, you need to tell us what's going on. Why? You know, something's wrong, there's something you're not telling us. And Seokjin's like, I can't tell you anything, because if he tells them that he's a time traveler, they're gonna think he's crazy. I'm just gonna do quick translation. So it says, hello, long time no see, or it's been a while. Here he says, please let me know how I can save Namjoon. You know what I need to do. And the cat says, you need to find the map of the soul. If you do that, everything will be fine. Everything will end. And he says, the map of the soul? What is that? And the cat says, because I gave you this information, blah, blah, blah. Not exactly, but because I gave you this information, it comes at a price. I'll get more into that on what that price is later. So this is when they're going to the beach in high school. They're going together and they disappear. Is it a Marvel crossover? Maybe. I don't know what this is. This is kind of crazy. I don't know. And this part is from Run. Alright, so I'm just going to tell you the price that he has to pay is that he loses all of his memories with his friends. And that's really harsh. Literally, he loses all of his memories with his friends. So basically in the single loop that is included in the book 2 is that he goes through all of these motions of saving everyone without having any actual attachment for them because he's losing his memories of all of the times he had even in high school and all of the times. So, and making more memories is hard for them because throughout the book he actually gets these really, really bad headaches. And so he wants to avoid hanging out with them in order to make more memories. So the price for him to pay in order to learn that he needs to find the map of the soul is that he cannot be friends with these people who he cares about, which sucks. July 24th, year 22 is the day that Jungkook was released from the hospital after his car accident. So I won't go into too much detail because I don't want to give too much spoilers, but the main story has everyone kind of doing their own like detective work. And in the first book, they all prepared for Jungkook's release from the hospital together. But in this one, they're all kind of busy doing their own thing that they kind of forget about Jungkook. And so they remember that, oh yeah, we need to have a party for him. Because of this, Jungkook knows that Seokjin is the one who caused the accident and hit him with his truck. So because he knows this, he is kind of like, why everyone looks like they know. Everyone's talking to Seokjin. Everyone's all about Seokjin. But he hit me with his car, and why is nobody telling me? Why is nobody, communicating with me? So that's important. This is from the onstage prologue, and if you'll notice, it used to be Jungkook was here and Seokjin was right here. Notice who's missing. I am so shocked that they put this in the trailer. Like, when I first watched this, I was just like, what? So let me get my pillow. What? So Taehyung has prophetic dreams, so he knows that something's happening, and in the original story, this is the day that he would have stabbed his father. Actually, I think this is actually much later. Because I think this was after the party. Because, yes, J-Hope has gone to work with a dance crew in another town, and you can see that he is limping on his leg. That's because he hurt his leg when he was carrying the girl from the highlight reel. So he ends up hurting his leg from that. So he goes to another town, works with a dance crew. Jungkook is still in high school after he gets taken out of the hospital. Can we just appreciate the arms? Also, notice it is before he gets his tattoos. Alright, so Seokjin sends a message that says, hey, where's everyone? What are you guys doing? And then right here it says, do you guys have some time? Or are you busy? Or whatever. The transitions are sublime. Can we just also talk about how pretty that it is? Like, this game is really just pretty, aesthetically pleasing. All right, I just realized that this is a flashback. So this part right here is on May 30th, or May 22nd, when they all go to the beach together for the second time, and they take a picture, but they say, okay, Seokjin, you should be in the picture, and he's like, no, my head hurts, because he can't make any new memories. And yeah. So after he takes the picture, he ends up just crumpling it. Seokjin ends up crumpling it and throwing it on the ground, but Tae picks it up and tries to talk to him and slips it into his pocket. Which, I'm not gonna lie, book one, Tae honestly felt kind of like a bad guy, because he was the one who was kind of like, Seokjin, you need to tell us what's going on, what is going on, because he has his like kind of magical sense that he knows something's happening and he has all these dreams, but Seokjin is like, nope. So having book two Tae being just this like supportive, like, I'll wait for you, whatever you need, is really nice. But then Seokjin, no, just accept their love. God. I also cannot believe that they put this in the trailer. I cannot believe that they included this. Whew! So this is the day that Jungkook gets hit by the car, and it's a truck, and there's CCTV, and so people think there's a lot of theories about this. I have lots and lots of theories about this, but I will get into that later because it's too much for this video. But poor Jungkook, and the cat comes to him, and the cat says, do you still want to live? So it says, what was the quote? It was, let me find it. Okay, so the quote is, it'll be more painful to live than to die. Do you still want to live? So that's what the cat says in the book, but they just cut out and only put that. So I think the cat made a pact with Jungkook, maybe? I don't know. This is important because this is the biggest spoiler of the entire book 2. Kim Chang-jun is Seokjin's dad. I guess I'm just gonna spoil it. Seokjin's dad was also a time traveler, which we knew that his dad was kind of had issues and was, I don't know, something. But turns out that his dad was also a time traveler. His dad could not find his own map of the soul when he was in high school and was going through the loops to try and save his friends. And yeah, so because his dad couldn't find the map of the soul, he just gave up. Therefore, he lost all of his memories with his friends and he became an emotionless monster. and that explains a lot. So this is his notebook after Seokjin finds it and realizes that his dad is literally went through the same thing that he's going through now. This is so beautiful. This whole scene is just so beautiful. August 3rd, year 22. August 3rd, year 22 is when Seokjin finds his map of the soul, which is basically him just being like, I need to accept my mistakes and my failures as just part of me, and I need to love myself. And that is literally the quote. Okay, so I found the quote, and this is when he finds his map of the soul. And I'm just going to read this part because it was just so wonderful. Do you think you can straighten out the errors and mistakes and save all of you? I was finally able to answer the question, and now I knew why I was back in the time loop again when I had thought I was done with it. The question itself was wrong. I didn't have to save us. I didn't have to straighten out the errors and mistakes mistakes. What I had to do was accept all of my errors and mistakes as part of myself. The one and only person I couldn't save was me, and I had to forgive, accept, and love myself. That was the only answer. It's so beautiful. Oh gosh. So yes, this is when he finds his map of the soul, and it's accepting himself and realizing he needs his friends to like help him and love him. Notice how there's only 6 of them. And now there's 7 because OT7 for life. And he has his emotions back too, which is excellent. And Jungkook is off to the side, drawing the car accident. So basically we go from what's up with Seokjin to now what's up with Jungkook. So that is a complete breakdown of the BTS Universe Story game trailer and how it connects to the books. And I hope this was informative, and I definitely recommend reading the book because it has a lot more that I did not go into a lot of detail of, and it's a lot of fun, and now I cannot wait for the game. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll stick around for more information on the BTS universe.